In this video, we are going to be making a timer. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we are going to get a event receiver. And we are going to switch that event receiver to a 30 hertz a second. The 30 hertz a second in the event receiver. So once you go ahead and get that, and change it to 30 hertz a second, we are going to get a float variable and place it right next to our 30 hertz a second chip. We're not going to connect it just yet though. Next, we are going to get an add chip. Then once we get the add chip, we are going to get a greater than or equal to chip. So type in greater and you should get a greater than or equal to chip. And we're going to place it right next to here. And we're going to get an if chip because you need an if chip to use that too. Now that we have that, we're going to get a int variable. So go ahead and get an int variable. We're going to get another add chip. Then we're going to get another greater or equal to chip with another if chip. Don't worry, we're going to be connecting all these eventually. And we are going to get another int variable. Hopefully not placing one right there, place it right beside it. And we'll see if we need another add chip or not, because I kind of forgot that. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and connect these together like this, all of them. And we are going to have this go up by 33 every time. Now, the reason I chose 33 is because since this updates, well, did I just see something? Oh, I saw that from hidden invisible barrier. That's annoying. Okay, let me just delete that. There we go. So we are going to change this to 33 and it's going to go ahead and go to 999. So I'm pretty sure 30 hertz a second since it updates 3 times per second. Since this goes to 103, so 33, 66, 99, just round it up to 100. I'm pretty sure if it goes to 100 after 10 times, which is 1,999, it should equal 1 minute. This is basically how I do the time on my Mario Kart map. I don't know if I already made a video about a timer, I'm just making another one. More updated one. So when we connect this, it's going to keep adding till it's at 999. Then after it hits 999, this is going to go ahead and add 1 second. And then after it adds 1 second, when it gets greater or equal to 59 seconds, because there's no 60 second, only 59. Once it gets to 59 and it goes over to 60, this is going to add 1 for a minute. So yeah, we are going to want to add chip right here. And this is going to be a minute. Now you could continue this to like an hour, day, and things like that, but there's no point to go too far with it. So I like just going up to a minute. You could do an hour, but not unless you're doing something crazy. I don't think you're gonna actually ever get to an hour. Anyway, now that we have that, we are going to go ahead and copy the float variable 2 times, copy the int variable here 1 time, and I forgot, should we copy this 1 time? Well, yeah, I guess we'll copy that 1 time in case you want to reset it. Actually, no, we don't need to copy that 1 time. We can just leave that alone. And of course, like I said, in every video I do, you might want to rename these variables to something like seconds, minutes, milliseconds. You know, you just want to name them something so they don't bother with other int variables and stuff. Anyway, so what this does is when this activates, besides going here right away, it's going to go back here and it's going to reset the float variable back to 0 so it can continue counting up like this. And then it's going to add 1 to this. The same with this. After it gets to 60, this is going to go back to 0 and it's going to add 1 to this. And if we had another one, we would just keep doing that over and over again. I don't know, I copied this a third time. We don't actually need that. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you by getting a, I could get a log screen. I'm going to get text because I think that'd be the easiest if it stopped lagging so much whenever the keyboard is out. Literally lags so much when the keyboard is out. So I'm going to get the text right here just to show you it counting up. Go ahead and scale this up a bit. And I am going to get a string format chip. I don't know if any of you want to add this, but you can add this if you want. I'm just showing you this as an example. I like my timer counting in the background so no one else knows about it. So we're going to put a string format right there. We're going to add 2 values. And we are going to get 3 toString chips. So go ahead and find a toString chip and then go ahead and put it below each one of the greater or equal to values. And I guess you can just put this right next to the add value down here. Then what we're going to do is we are going to connect each one of these to the string value, the variables. And this is, well, let's set up the format first. So how you set this up is, I'm pretty sure I said this in another video, but I'll just show you again. I don't know how you want to set this up. I'm going to put 0, going to put, uh, since I'm doing minutes, seconds. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So I'm going to have my minute be here. I'm going to have them separated by a dot. After I put the 0, I'll put the 1, another dot. Then I do more of these brackets, put a 2, and there we go. Now it's just going to show 2 dots because there's nothing connected to these values. But since this is going to be a minute, going to connect it here, and then you're going to start seeing a 0. This is going to be the second, and this is going to be the millisecond. Now it's going to be 0, 0, 0. We connect it to here. And of course, we always need the text over here to be updating. So what's the best way to update the text? Of course, with the update 30 hertz a second. So we are actually going to run it over here. And then we are going to connect this side to the float variable. And now you're going to see the timer counting up once I do this. And that is how you get your timer. That's how I do my Mario Kart, the timer in the Mario Kart map. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.